What's up, Starcraft fans? The patch is now live. That means it's time to check out the new mutators. So we will have 10 of them for this set, and they should last until mid-August unless Blizzard for some reason cancels one or more of them out. Let's have a look. So Operation, Cooperation, and Lock and Load, we'll have Polarity and Poopagators. So this one is live now, as you can see in my other videos down below, or in my other videos on my channel. Anyway, this is a Brutal +5, hitting hard right off the bat with a Brutal +5. The saving grace is that this is a Lock and Load, so players can choose commanders that end the map really fast. The same commanders are still quite effective for Poopagators, such as Raynor, Zagara, Morozu, Abathur, Nova, Dahaka, Horner, Tychus, Zeratul, and Arcturus Mengsk. They have options. All of them have options to deal with Poopagators. The thing is, the longer the game drags on, the harder it is for all of them to deal with it because there are more poops that will spawn at the same time. Anyway, the main thing here is that you and your ally will need to attack and defend the same place at the same time, all at once, or else the Polarity will destroy both of you guys. So yeah, you need to be on the same page. It's not a mutation that I would recommend on the solo queue, only for party made a pre-made party. Yeah, that's the way I would recommend this mutation. Anyway, next up we'll have Hot and Cold on Void Launch with Blizzard, Lava Burst, and Scorched Earth. So this is a Brutal +3. More hot than cold, this mutation will likely favor mobile commanders with small but strong or teleporting armies. Kerrigan, Abathur, Nova, Dahaka, Tychus, and Zeratul will likely do very well here. A little fun fact is that both Lava Burst and Scorched Earth were on mutation number 6, War is Hell, so this is a winter-themed take on the first Hammerland mutation. Overall, this will be likely an annoying but relatively doable Brutal +3. Yeah, the only issue here I foresee will be Blizzard damaging big armies like those of Raynor, and Scorched Earth damaging the static defense that Karak's players will likely set up. Anyway, next we will have What We Do in the Shadows on Void Thrashing with Darkness, Short-Sighted, and We Move Unseen. Brutal +1 missions can sometimes be very tricky because of map synergies. This one is one of those times that if you pick the right commander and know the spawn patterns, it will not be the case. Yeah, this is one of those times where if you pick the right commanders and know the spawn patterns, it will be very doable, and yeah, it will be very much a Brutal +1. I fully expect sieging Overseers and Observers over the spawn points will be extremely effective for basically nullifying the most powerful aspect of this mutation. The fact that there's sometimes it can sometimes be taken by surprise by the attack wave. The question for me remains whether the Thrashers themselves are cloaked. If not, I'll likely have another Warzone time-stop snipe video to make, because the time-stop Warzone time-stop snipe of Warzone is hard to stop, especially if you don't have the right mutators for it. This one doesn't seem to stop that. Yeah, let's see. So next we have Hardware Malfunction on Mal Warfare with Killbots, Laser Drill, and Minesweeper. A bit of a weird name, to be honest, but I guess that's what we get. So this is a Brutal +4. Suppression Tower spawn points are considered enemy buildings, but are indestructible. This means players have no means to stop Killbots from spawning. With the additional mission delays brought about by Minesweeper, I fully expect this to be one of the most hated mutations in this set that don't contain Polarity. Statboy might be pretty good for this one, since he has the means to deal with both Killbots and Minesweeper. Nova will be a popular one for the Minesweeper, but she will heavily rely on her ally to deal with Killbots. Conversely, Stukov, Zagara, Raynor will have very good options for Killbots, but Minesweeper might slow them down considerably. Although if you micro correctly, you can do it with those commanders. Although that's a little bit of a big if. Anyway, next we will have Shared Pain on Part and Parcel with Diffusion and Fatal Attraction. So this is another Brutal +1. Long range units and static defense will be your best friends here for most commanders. Siege tanks, cannons, maybe lurkers can be effective here. Abathur of course doesn't care because his ultimate illusions have symbiotes so they can attack while moving. Rainer's battlecruisers can still attack while being drawn in, so that's also an option. I think Fatal Attraction honestly has no business being a Brutal +1 game. It's irritating beyond its actual difficulty level, but that's just my opinion, I could be wrong. Feel free to disagree with me down below or in the comments, but I think that many people actually agree about Fatal Attraction. Anyway, the longest night, Undead of Night, with Just Die, Long Range, and Photon Overload. So yeah, this will be a pretty annoying one if you don't have a means to deal with the map. If you play normally, you might feel that this mutation is fresh and creative, but dirty cheesers like myself will just use the same old precision striking, earth splitting, base lifting strategies to shut this one down. The funny thing is that people will still most likely go for IDEF, even though he's one of the commanders hit hardest by the mutators. My mantra here will be, if the nights are long, make sure there are fewer nights to begin with, so end this map as soon as possible to reduce your pain. And don't play Carax, please. Next up, we will have the Quick and the Undead on Scythe of Amon with Speed Freaks and Void Reanimators, so this is a Brutal +2. Since Blizzard skipped Silent Killer last time, I expected Scythe of Amon to be shown earlier, but I'm not complaining. Commanders can very much do this mutation conventionally, since it's only Brutal +2. However, I'll bring out my usual cheese tactics, such as Steadlight Drilling, Scourge Sniping, and Solo Bombarding. A new cheese we can probably do is the Void Reanimator Prison, so that could be fun. So for those who don't know, you can kill a unit really early to start the Void Reanimator spawning, and then draw the revived unit back to your base, kill it again, then set up a wall to cage the Void Reanimators in so that they will be trapped there. A maximum of 4 Void Reanimators can be active at any given time, so if you can cage those 4, there will be no more Void Reanimators for the rest of the map, and you only have Speed Freaks to deal with, so that'll be probably a low-level Brutal Plus, which, yeah, this is. Next we have Decade of Decadence on the Rift to Core Hall, or maybe I should call it Decade of Decadence, just to mess with people. Anyway, we'll have Fireworks, Lucky Envelopes, and Gift Exchange, all Holiday Mutators. So this is not a Brutal Plus because the Holiday Mutators don't get assigned a Brutal Plus difficulty level. Look out guys, it's the Christmas and Chinese New Year at the same time. Lucky Envelopes is a straight up buff, whereas Gift Exchange can lead to some fun sequences, such as a 100 Biomass and 10 Avenger Archangel. Other commanders like Arcturus can probably power up their Earth Splitters even earlier, so I guess I'll pair commanders to synergize, rather than clash on whether they want to do this fast or take it slow. Yeah, this will be an interesting one to make commander pairings on. Next up, we will have Bubble Pop on Cradle of Death with Barrier, Mineral Shields, and Time Warp, another Brutal +1. So the second consecutive Brutal +1 Cradle of Death. They seem to really like putting Time Stop on Cradle of Death. It made sense last time since there was a Purifier beam to take advantage. But this time, it feels like a mild annoyance. This one definitely takes longer than Lock and Load, so strategies like Bio Launchers will actually pay for itself against the Mineral Shield. So this time, you guys will inevitably spam the comments with Bio Launchers. You will have your point, and I probably will go for that. Don't expect a lot of commanders to have a hard time here, all things considered, because yeah, Brutal +1 with not really that tricky of a mutator set. Although I'm guessing that they might pair something this one. We'll see. Next we'll have Coordinated Defense for Donnie Vermillion with Missile Command and Polarity. Here come more dislikes on my videos because people don't like Donnie because they're incorrect. Anyway, I like to think the lava shakes Blizzard's brains around. Terry says that's unscientific. Don't listen to Terry. I'll likely pair commanders here who will have similar missile command strategies. Commanders like Arcturus, Carax, Swan, Raynor, Stukov, and Zeratul can team up to find the polarity missiles. Other commanders like Borzun, Alarak, Abathur, Zagara, and Arti will likely have an easier time just drawing the missiles away by building random stuff elsewhere on the map. So yeah, I think if the commanders who shoot down missiles can team up, they can actually take down the missiles. But if you pair a commander who takes down the missiles to a commander who will draw the missiles away, there will be a clash, because some of the missiles that will head to the base will not be intercepted because they have polarity. So that's yeah, there'll be an example of clashing, but yeah, I'll see if I can pair them up smartly. Anyway, those are the mutators for this set, 10 of them. They should last until mid-August, which I think sometime around Gamescom, so maybe a new commander, I hope, will come out by then. Stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea for what else you can do, please leave that in a comment, and I will have this this post linked down below so you can read it yourself if you really dislike my voice, which I can't really blame you for. It's just my voice. Also, I tend to stammer. Anyway, I will wait, not also. This music is from The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings. I might have a stream of that soon on my Twitch. Stay tuned. Anyway, see you.